Christian boomer comics at Christmas. Mean-spirited, Adana, Winnie, yelled about red Starbucks cups energy. Why are you looking at your GPS? To make sure we are still in America. Jewish boomer comics at Christmas. Delightful. Oops. Wrong home. Forget wrong home. Get in here before you freeze your touches off. Sit. I'll put on some coffee. Psychologists confirm. People who decorate for Christmas early are happier, so now you have justification. Christmas music is bad for your mental health, psychologist says. Scientist 1, an absolute nut for Christmas. Early Christmas is good for you. Scientist 2, ready to burn every Christmas tree within a 10-mile radius, because it's not even Thanksgiving yet. If I hear a single jingle bell, I will die. Obvious solution. Silently decorate your tree. Yay. Decorating your tree is a choice. It's enrichment. It makes your environment better, to your standards, and brings your family together. Christmas music is everywhere. It's inescapable. If you work retail you have to hear it 8 hours a day, and if you're not Christian, or have issues with Christmas, it drives you even battier than usual. Makes sense to me. Reminder, this holiday season it costs $0 to be nice to retail workers and servers. It also costs £0, €0 and €0. Other currencies available. Off to therapy. You guys want anything? For you to feel secure in your mental health, and if not secure at least hopeful and confident that you're making the right decisions for yourself. I'm in fucking tears. Thanks mate. I want a Santa movie where he's actually Saint Nicolaus of Myra. 3 kids run away from home and find a portal to the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. Then the kids watch him debate the promulgation of canon law. In the end they return home and tell their parents that presents aren't important so long as Pentecost is counted 50 days after Easter on the Roman solar calendar and not the Jewish lunar calendar. And the kids tell their parents the whole story, and the dad is like, those kids and their imaginations. But then he sees a piece of paper in the dog's mouth, and goes, "Watcha got there boy? Is that orders from the Holy See that the schismatic Bishop Meletius is to remain in Lycopolis and keep his episcopal title, but the ecclesiastics ordained by him must again receive the laying of hands? But how?" And then he gazes off to the sky and you hear a light jingling of bells, and then a voiceover goes, "Ho ho ho. The baptisms performed by the Paulian heretics are invalid. Merry Christmas." King Kiev whole sexy hot Christmas. Ho ho ho. Santa crawl through the fkney and give the gift. Eat the fking cookie. Drink the milk. Suck the wunk. Fking hot sexy costume. Low price. Fast ship cheap. Dip and chip. Hey what's up skip? Not seeing this on my dash this year, so I'm just reposting it. I could feel the Christmas noose beginning to tighten me when it's one day after Halloween and the capitalists are already blasting the Christmas sale commercials. Listen, you gotta be real nice to retail workers these next few weeks, not just because they're humans who deserve respect, but also because their store has turned on the Christmas music. Even if you don't like Halloween, you have to appreciate its position as the sole thing keeping Christmas from advancing even earlier into the year, like a cancerous growth. The goth kids hold the line. For Christmas I would like serotonin and emotional stability. The perfect gift. Head. Can't argue with that. Muppet Christmas Carol is a cornerstone of Christmas. Dickens was a fool to think he could novelize it. Santa is on strike due to global warming. All presents this year will be delivered by Sasha the Christmas Tiger. Milk and cookies may not be sufficient. Types of Christmas songs. Jesus was a baby once, and he was very cool. The big red man is coming. There's snow outside. That's good. I'm alone on Christmas and sad. Santa Claus is very sexy. Christmas trees. Love them. You know what? It's Christmas time. Others. So, how southern are you? Me. The entrance of my hometown has a shrimp boat sitting in the main street. At Christmas there's a shrimp Santa and alligators pulling him instead of reindeer. Others. What? Me. Cajun Santa, bring me the gumbo and buckets of mud bugs. Just wanna sit on his lap and feel him get hard. Leave the mall Santas alone. My friend's cat loves attacking Christmas trees, but hates plastic bags. The narrative tension in this picture is outrageous. I couldn't afford a present this year, so I got you this box. Me on Christmas. Okay, in my house we have a strange tradition. My mother builds this beautiful Christmas village. It wraps all around our house through the rooms and under the trees, and it's wonderful. Every year she hides the Christmas vampire. This started when I was a very small godchild and spread to all of my friends, including my best friend from elementary school, who I just so happened to grow up and marry. Now that we have grown up and moved nearly 600 miles away, we still always go home for a week at Christmas for multiple reasons, including the Christmas vampire. Needless to say, we still partake, and things have gotten heated. The vampire has been hidden. And this year the prize is not muffins, it is a movie pass, and the right to choose the movie, and you are going down. I've beaten you before, and I'll do it again, and we are gonna watch something real weird. I'm going to win, and you're gonna watch the new Mary Poppins in a chimney sweep outfit. When did costumes come into this equation? The second you started the trash talk. You can't just change the rules, only the vampire has the power to change the rules. Don't you know anything about Christmas? Stay tuned for the epic conclusion, and to see my husband and father in Lin-Manuel Miranda's city costume when I find the Christmas vampire first. Happy haunting. Good morning. Good morning kiddo. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you kiddo. No cheating. You're not allowed to start looking for the Christmas vampire until Sean and I get home. Okay. I will be victorious. I'm not so sure. You are the politest trash talker on the planet. Dad has no frickin' clue how to trash talk, and I don't trust him in the slightest. The saga continues. Mom hasn't finished the village yet, and it's starting to get to her. I'm getting to the point where I hate the village, and I'm going to start breaking things. If I could just place the buildings and people anywhere, I would have been done days ago. It has to make some sense to me. Example. The toy store can go next to the candy shop, but I can't have the pub next to them, because I worry about the children running into drunk men. Yes, you read that correctly. I worry about the ceramic children. Ha 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 ha. I mean I love this on multiple levels. But what really threw it over the top was the mom's anxiety over the world building and city design being right. I feel you vampire hiding mom, I feel you. Can I just say that the Christmas vampire is infinitely preferable to the elf on the shelf? Where is the conclusion? The Santa hat on Scode insiders and pushing of religion is very offensive to me. Additionally, Christmas has cost millions of Jews their lives over the centuries, yet even if that was not the case, pushing religious symbols as part of a product update is completely unacceptable. Please remove it immediately and make it your top priority. To me this is almost equally offensive as a swastika. Microsoft deletes Santa hat from their software after a Jew complained saying it's racist and literally for Nazis. My newsfeed is full of so much Rudolph-centric hate today, and I'm honestly so bitter. Yes, the movie is abso-fucking-lutely heteronormative capitalist propaganda. So much media is. I always, even from the time I was little, saw what was problematic about the movie. I used to make up all sorts of alternate endings to the movie when I was little, where Santa was less or Mrs. Claus called Santa on his bullsh, or the elves went on strike, until Santa stopped forcing them into slavery, and the gender binary, or Rudolph got a mic drop moment where he schooled Santa on diversity. I found ways to see myself in that story, even though it was so imperfect. This issue goes deeper than just Rudolph. I think it's really healthy to have honest discussions about why things are problematic, but all media is problematic in some way. It's just a matter of acknowledging that and moving forward and letting that understanding shape what new forms of media you create/fund. Yes, Rudolph is problematic, but also just let people enjoy problematic things. The world has so little joy left in it at this present political moment, so please just let people have their damn holiday movie nostalgia. And if it took you this long to realize that Rudolph is problematic, then there's a problem. Thank you. Rant over. Oh my god, the thought of going into landlording just to change the locks on an artsy tenant and steal all his valuables has me so hard. I wish I could offer him a place to stay so I could lock him out without warning and sell all his stuff. When someone tells me a long sob story about how their friend became alt-right out of bitterness and desperation after being long-term unemployed. Buddy, I wish I had the resources to offer your friend a job so I could immediately fire him from it. Why is this guy so angry on Christmas? The real lie about who gives kids presents at Christmas isn't that they're from Santa, because everyone over the age of 10 knows that. It's that they're from mum and dad, because 90% of fathers see taking an interest in their kids' likes and hobbies, let alone actually planning and shopping for things that are from them, as something they can opt out of, and nobody talks about it. The women I work with are stressing about buying for their in-laws. They're his parents. On Christmas Eve my husband will ask what we got his mother. Irish Times readers share their experiences of taking on the emotional load of Christmas. A woman came into my place of employ a couple weeks ago, on the first night of Hanukkah, to buy her kids gifts, which was perfectly reasonable, until she mentioned that she wasn't even Jewish, or celebrating the holiday this year. The gifts were for her ex-husband, to give to their children, because she knew he didn't remember to get them anything, and she didn't want her kids to be crushed, just because their dad is an incompetent jackass, who still relies on the woman he left to buy hundreds of dollars, that he will never pay her back for of gifts for his kids for a holiday she doesn't celebrate. They were literally divorced, and he was still such a burden on her I wanted to scream. All I want for Christmas is the abolition of imperialist white supremacist capitalist heteropatriarchy. Just walked into a Christmas store in New York and someone arranged all the elf arms in Nazi salutes. I'm sick to my stomach. This is your seasonal reminder that Spook is a Jewish character, played by a Jewish actor, and the entire alien race he is, has spirituality and philosophy based in Judaism. If I catch any of you drawing art or writing figure Spock celebrating Christmas, I will come after you. Love, your UN. Friendly neighborhood Jew. This is exactly the kind of thing Roddenberry had in mind, I'm sure. Yes, cry. Cry harder, baby. Okay, was anybody going to tell me that it's 3 days until Christmas? Or was I just supposed to remember the concept of time myself? Every time someone is like, okay, make your Christmas list, I'm like, well, suddenly it turns out I've never desired anything in my fucking life. What do you want for Christmas? Actually, I've chosen to become a monk and have given up all material possessions. Me, every single year. This is literally how I feel. People who aren't at least mildly obsessed with something are hard to buy gifts for. Word otherwise. Don't hide your obsessions. All you get is soap candles. This is Gryla, an Icelandic monster who ate bad children before Christmas. You better not shout. You better not cry. You better not pout. Or an Icelandic monster will fucking eat you. The mom doesn't even look panicked. She's just, sigh. God damn it Jimmy, I fucking told you. Icelandic people are hardcore. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere I go. It's not even December 1st. My birthday's yet to come. What's with all the decorations? There isn't even fucking snow. I'm an idiot. This should come as a surprise to no one. Me, whenever I have to introduce myself. Your Jesus was a 33-year-old unarmed man of color wrongfully charged, executed publicly by an unjust militarized state. Merry Christmas.